That chill down your spine, just thinking about trying something new and messing it up. That inner voice whispering, what if I fail? What if they laugh at me? Better not even try. The fear of failure is a ghost that haunts many of us, and worse, often paralyzes us, keeping us from chasing our dreams. Modern psychology offers many tips on resilience and learning from mistakes. But what would Carl Jung, the explorer of the soul's depths, say about this fear? And how would he teach us to turn failure into an ally? If we brought our fear of failure into an imaginary conversation with Jung, he probably wouldn't focus on positive thinking alone. With his gaze that sees beyond the surface, he might ask, interesting, this fear of yours, but fear of what exactly? Fear of failure? Or fear of what failure might reveal about yourself that you'd rather not see? To Jung, many of our deepest fears are connected to the unconscious. Jung would say that often what we most fear in failure is the forced encounter with our shadow, those parts of ourselves we consider weak, inadequate, imperfect, and try to hide from the world and from ourselves behind our social mask, our persona. When we fail, that mask can slip, and we're faced with our limitations. So using failure in your favor begins right there. Having the courage not to run from that encounter. Asking, okay, I failed. What does this show me about my real weaknesses? What does this reveal about fears or insecurities I was ignoring? Failure becomes a painful but powerful mirror, one that offers deep self-knowledge and helps us integrate the shadow, making us more real and whole. Jung saw life as a journey of individuation, the process of becoming who we truly are in our full complexity. And that journey, he knew, isn't a straight, pretty path to success. It's full of twists, challenges, and stumbles. Failure, in this view, isn't the end of the road. It's a powerful signpost. It forces us to stop, to reassess the route. Was the path I was following truly mine? What do I need to learn from this obstacle? Where is my soul, or my unconscious, trying to guide me now? Using failure in your favor means seeing it as feedback, a course correction in your personal growth journey, not as proof that you're not good enough. Sometimes, Jung would say, the paralyzing fear of failure might be linked to an archetype or a complex that's dominating us. Are you stuck in the hero myth that doesn't allow any failure? Or perhaps the good boy or good girl complex that needs to always please others and dreads the criticism that failure may bring. Or maybe the eternal youth, avoiding commitment out of fear of not measuring up. Understanding what unconscious pattern is feeding your fear can be liberating. Failure then becomes an opportunity to confront and maybe break free from that limiting story. What story are you telling yourself that keeps you from taking risks? Jung wasn't a fan of avoiding pain at all costs. He believed that suffering, when faced with awareness, had enormous transformative power. He said, there is no coming to consciousness without pain. Fear of failure paralyzes us because we want to avoid the pain of disappointment, shame, and loss. But what if that pain is exactly what we need to break old patterns, to redirect our psychic energy in new ways, to grow? Using failure in your favor also means accepting the pain it brings as part of a deeper transformation. So Jung's perspective on fear of failure invites us to dive in. It's not just about being positive, it's about being courageous, courage to face the shadow, to see failure as part of the journey, to question the myths that trap us, and to accept pain as fuel for growth. It's like the alchemists Jung studied, seeking gold, consciousness, wholeness in the raw matter. Our difficulties are failures. And what about your fear? What is it telling you? How do you feel about this way of facing the fear of failure? Does it seem more frightening or more liberating? Does thinking of failure or the fear of it as a mirror of your shadow or a guidepost on your individuation journey change anything for you? Share your reflection in the comments. If this deeper perspective made you think, drop a like. See you next time.